I'm quite excited to be playing Blue Prince now. As I mentioned on my 2025 games I did/didn't playlist, Blue Prince was number one on the games that I didn't play, and I really, really wanted to. So now that I'm playing it, there's a lot of hype behind it here, not just of my own expectations, but for people saying that it's an incredible puzzle game. So I am gonna hopefully enjoy this. I'm going with a very fine-toothed comb and a dissection scalpel here because, as you know, I love my puzzle games and I am quite the roguelike fanatic. So, well, technically this would be a roguelite because you're unlocking things later, but that's not the point. The point is, I am really hoping this pays off because I've had a couple games in the past that I've played that have been really hyped up that did not deliver. So here's hoping this one delivers. Shall we begin then? Let's play Blue Prince. Ooh, okay. I've got my puzzle booklet here. Big old pages to put down graph paper, clues and things. So hopefully we'll be ready. Whatever this game throws at us.
Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew, all of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
Be honest, kind of a dick move, Grandpa. Dick move. All right. We're in. Open only in the event of my death. Welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. God, this man could write. Look how many pages. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind. Nothing could have been further from my mind when I choose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought into the estate from the outside. Well, now the legal team has precedent to not let me have the estate. Jesus, fuck, you gotta add this to the will. Tools and items found in the estate may not be taken out of the estate. You may not stay overnight. I do not suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the success of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have proved me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Grandpa. And this is the blueprint. It will serve as the map. Press the tab, and we will show what and where everything is. Very nice. I will say, before we actually begin, settings, controls, we're gonna up the mouse sensitivity to maybe here? 1.5? There we go, that's better. That's a bit better. Alright, what do we got here? Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose footsteps. When you no longer have any footsteps left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor. You must call it a day. Right. Ooh, you know what? Just let's add smidge more. Let's go to 1.7 there. You know, the turn for me was a little. That's probably something. These are all probably somethings. I'm expecting layers upon layers here. Okay, so full disclosure on being this is a puzzle game and stuff. I have been blind to almost everything in this game. I knew what it was about, therefore I stayed very away from playthroughs and all that kind of clues and hints and all that kind of stuff. So I am going fairly fresh into this game. I did see one or two people like demo it here and there, do like a tiny mini let's play. So there are a couple things I do know, and from that I can assume some other bigger things, which I'm so saddened about because I would have loved to go into this completely fresh brain, but nevertheless, we'll get into those later. But for right now, yes, we're going in 90% blind here of puzzles, of story, of all that kind of stuff. And because of that, I'm going to do my usual thing of not puzzle-wise, but roguelite-wise. I'm going to check my unlocks. Can I oh, good. I can press shift to run. Right. So, I know for a fact that there are some specific unlocks we can do here. Okay, this is closed for the time being. And that did count as a step going outside. Alright, note to that. Can I jump? No, no jumping. Alright, that's fair. Fair enough. Wonder how far the... I see arches over there. That's something that I can probably get through from that door. This is not quite Silent Hill territory, but, you know, still creepy enough. Hodgepodge of a house. This was... I can see it already on how this thing is constructed. It probably had a first building, and then bits and pieces were stapled onto it as it expanded. Which is pretty cool, I'll be honest. Oh, ooh, and that counted as a step too. Okay, so little sections here and there. What do we got? We've got weird exit door that we can't open. We've got gate here that we also can't open. That might have been a different kind of gate, though. That might have been the entrance to the estate. We've got the campsite that I think I'm staying in right now. Campsite. Due to the rules set forth in your great uncle's will, you are not allowed to stay in the estate overnight. Honestly, I can kind of I can understand why, knowing the trick of this place. Luckily, however, your scouting skills have been put to good use to fabricate a very respectable off-site sleeping quarters. Hey, I was a Boy Scout. Nice. You can call it a day at any time from the blueprints menu to return to the campsite at night. All right. Sounds good. That's... oh, actually, that was something. What is this? Big old security door. Great, we're keeping nuclear warheads. We're keeping nuclear warheads on the estate. Good to know. We've got a bunch of apples. And a keypad. Okay, this is one of the unfortunate things that I know the solution to. Good, but I don't remember I don't know the number, but I know that there is a picture with this tree and the code on it. So I know, but I don't have it unlocked. Again, see, this is the unfortunate downside of wanting to know just a little bit more about the game before actually wanting to play it. Just the tiny bit of research into a puzzle game will make you lose, well, not lose, but make you, unfortunately, a little spoiled. Was that a staircase? Also, how did I lose 5 steps already? From that and that, I don't know. Maybe steps work slightly differently outside. Ooh, hello. Okay, so potential crowbar necessary. Here we've got... yeah, okay, there's a nice little waterfall and some hidden aqueduct thing. Weird pipes. No, I was gonna say, can I look over that? No. A lot of bird baths. Beautiful sitting area. Ooh. Ooh, now we're getting a little... now we're getting a little creepy. Lots of boxes. I probably can light that brazier, and we'll be able to move forward. But for now, no. Okay. See, this is why I like taking a little bit of a look around. Because now, if I run into something related to what I've just seen, I'll be able to hopefully unlock it. without, too much problem. That's the roguelite in me taking effect. Now we can jump into the puzzle aspect of this game and start opening doors. You know what? Start with the front door. You know what? We'll start with the hallway. Start with the hallway. Gives us some good back and forth here, because I do know that the layout of this place is paramount. Gotta space it out well, and I am good, I will say. Don't want to completely... Ooh, we'll grab that in a sec. Don't want to completely toot my own horn, but I am quite good at tile laying things. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Yes, this is the one. This is one of those layers, because the first layer... Okay, so the first layer that I know of is getting to the end, all the way into the antechamber, which I believe is the 46th room. I honestly don't know. That's only the first layer of getting there, putting the tiles in order to get there. The second layer is opening the antechamber. The third layer is other puzzle elements that I'm not entirely sure correlate to the second layer, but depending on where certain tiles are placed within this grid, there are other certain rules. And that's one of those certain rules. So the west wing would be, well, the left side, East Coast. Yeah, west side would be the left side here. So if I put more tiles onto the left side of things, that would mean more of these doors are locked. Unfortunately, I do know about the color code thing, but that's, you know what? We're not going to worry about that right now. We're still going to go in this direction. Okay. There's a nook. Actually, if I go tab here, yeah. There's the nook. But, truth be told, it might not be. Can I back up? Once you have drawn blueprints, you must select one. Okay, so no, I can't just exit out. Well, might as well go with the corridor. If I do that... Okay, so I did have another thing there. Corridor... Yeah, no, I absolutely have the feeling that some of these picture frames relate to puzzles later on. I just know it for some reason. Big old thinking. Alright, fuck it. We'll do the parlor. Oh! That's not the direction I thought that was going to. Okay, I have to try and figure out how layout works, which means the entrance hallway, those last two rooms there, because I thought the parlor was going to go down. I have to figure that out. Nothing there. Here we go. We've got a wind-up key. Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the old hams in this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusion that my company is rival to hers. Thank you, dyslexia. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. You had pressed me to write with that particular you had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with the guests should you be inclined to play the confounding game, which is the game we just noticed a couple seconds ago. It's behind me. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within, the other two are always empty. So one lies, one tells the truth, the other, I don't know, but we'll see. The statement on the white box is true. There is a second wind-up key in this room. This box and the white box are both empty. Oh, you are a... Can I crouch? No, I cannot. Okay, so let's take a peek. Can I even go back? Oh, wow, okay. We can go back on this little nook here. There and there. I don't see another wind-up key. So this is false, which means this also is false. So there's the one false one and the question mark, which means this one is true. This box and the white box are both empty, therefore the blue box is the correct one. Alright, so the wind-up key is used to unlock the box, which is why there's only one in the room. Alright, so how do we... Well, it doesn't really matter which one we do with the West Hall and the Den. Lavatory, I don't want a dead end here, so let's go with the Den. Okay, and it looks like, depending on which direction you point, it's... I'll take a look at it later, but we got a chess piece. Got that. It said we have a gem collected. Don't know what the gems will be used for. This guy certainly does love birds. That could be a key thing for a specific lock. We've got timepieces, more birds. This moves. This and this are moving. This one's also... Oh, no. Okay, they're all moving. They're all on the same clock. But does that mean... Okay, that's actually a good question. Does that mean that every room in the house is on the same time scale? Or is it just this room that's the same time? Questions. Alright, this way. Okay, so if I am not mistaken, you enter chapel, lose money. Well, I don't have any money. So maybe the chapel will go to next. So, okay. So I'm pointing upwards. So as... Oh, I can just highlight over it and it'll show me. Okay, whoo! I was worried I had to do complex... geometric whatever the hells. In we go. Alright, chapel. Takes a very special person to put a chapel in their house. Oh, that door is locked. It doesn't tell me. It doesn't have a marker telling me, though, that it's locked, so I will have to remind myself. I did just notice numbers, or Roman numerals. So that's a 1. Could that mean things? because they're all different. Yeah, technically this could be another puzzle too. Alright, where are we going here? We'd go in there. Do we want a bedroom? Now redraft the bedroom. Gain 5 steps. Okay. Technically I would need one of 2. Alright, question then. Do I want to do a small loop? Or do I want to just put a dead end here? I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna put the nursery. No, I'm gonna put the closet, because then I could possibly get an item, which is a key, which then gets me into here. So what did we get? We got a coin purse. Each time you collect 3 coins, get an extra coin. That's not bad. And this, an ivory dice. While drafting, you may use the dice to roll new floor plans. So, okay, I've got a reroll and a way to make more money. And that's locked, so we're going to have to go backwards. And might as well go through this door here. Leads to a room of a color of your choice, but it needs a gem. Lavatory is a dead end, and that's a dead end as well. And the pantry is not going to do shit for me, though getting 4 coins would be nice. I don't know. You know what? We'll go lavatory. We'll make this area a little bit of a dead end. We've got plenty of footsteps. Nonetheless. HSS. Lavatory here seems to be completely nothing. Maybe these have something, but at this moment it's all completely nothing to me. So, time to go back to the hallway. Yep, and time keeps ticking, ticking, ticking. Time keeps on slipping. Alright, back to here. Do I want to go to the entrance hall and go through those last 2 little doors? No. No, I don't. So we've got a courtyard, an observatory, and a guest room. Well, I'm going to have to pick the courtyard, because if I don't, I'm locked into this area. Luckily, we've picked up quite a few gems. I noticed that shovel. There we go. Looks like it can be useful for digging. Digging a hole. I found some shit. There's a shop? Okay. Ah. Got a little bit of sunlight, too. Okay. So... Alright, that's just a hole. You know what? Might as well go down. This is more of an exploratory place anyway. Or exploratory run. So we're not really caring on where we're going or how far we get. Do I want the bedroom? When you enter this room, gain 2 steps. So basically it's a free room. With this corner, unless I want security. You know what? No, I'm going to take the bedroom. So technically it's just a free room. Because I can enter and exit this room without... Ooh, it's locked. Without spending steps. That's not bad. Greetings from Reddington. Alright, little postcard. Right, and I can go out there. Oh, you know what? Might as well, since we're here, go across. Do we have a nook or a storeroom? Well, we'll take the because why not? And then the purse gives me an extra coin. Lovely. Get the key, because we need that. What is it? Key, gem, coin. Yeah, that was everything in here. And again, paintings that have things that mean something, but we don't know what. Alright, free room, and fuck it, we'll just use the key on this. Lockpick kit will occasionally be able to unlock some normal doors. Oh, so free, a potentially free unlock. I'm okay with that. Actually, was there a digging spot? Yes, it was. Also, did that take up... No, it did not take up energy. So, okay. We need... Yeah, it has to be the Nook, because then we're kind of locked in everything. So, the Nook... Little book nook. Ooh, here we go. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. I've already got my book. Thank you. Pad, scrap of paper. I doubt a small scrap of paper would fill out all of this place. Perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on this journey. Already one step ahead of you, my friend. It's a lovely nook, by the way. This is a jukebox? Or a cigarette dispenser? Alright, where are we going? Where are we going? Dining room? Nothing. It's going to have to be security then, so that I can have a room to go up to. There we go. Ooh. It's 93, so technically this kind of computer setup wouldn't... it'd be very new tech. This would be extremely high tech for the era. Just in that room. Library filing room. Music room. Ooh, and then there's me. Don't see where the camera would be, but okay. Okay, let's see here. Ooh, a lot of stuff on this. Cup of coffee. Alright, let's start here. Blue memos are true. Red memos are lies. This was the thing I knew. So you know what? We're gonna go... Blue is true. Red is lies. I'm gonna write that down just to be safe. Right, so the red thing that we saw, as I was mentioning before, stating that the West Wing has mostly locked doors, was a lie. Therefore, the East Wing has mostly locked doors. Ooh. Welcome to Mount Holly Security. View estate inventory. following is a detailed list of items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. So, no, we're good. Keycard system. Security doors. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked with an electronic keycard. The key system is currently operational. Keycard system setting. Security level medium. You can put that to low. Sure. And then change offline mode. Mode determines the default setting for the security doors will be set to if the power is lost during a blackout, for example. As a general safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working in on the estate. So unlocked, set that. So if things go weird. Alright. Actually, keycard setting. No, that was that. Back. So, security system. There we go. Log into network. I need a password. So, note to self, keep an eye out for a password. But, if we have a blackout, or no power specifically to a room, security door will be open. Good to know. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live-out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. Ooh, that's a risky thing in 93. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security, where the punch clock used to be, and in the laboratory. Okay, so if I find the laboratory, I can also do something with the computer stuff. Any questions or concerns regarding this process will be directed, as always, to House Manager Mr. Babbage. Terminal password scribbled out. Lovely. Nothing on this, so, okay. Till further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked, and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. So this is false, so the opposite. Until further notice, the antechamber has been locked, and access levers are needed to grant entry. And then this one is true. Keycard access. Security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate, so back where the antechamber is. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. So, east wing and up north, we need keys. Well, alright then. And then this is barred off because it's a dead end. So here we go. Where are we going? Boiler room, nursery, pantry. Pantry. I'm going to go pantry then. Pantry. Money. Plus an extra one of there. Apple. 2 steps for your room then. Okay, Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as you have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. Enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it on the pantry. So I can assume 5 apples are somewhere in the estate every day, same as 5 bananas and 5 oranges. We just found an apple. So, okay. Can I climb up this ladder? Nope, I can't jump either. Nothing else around. Alright. Oh, well. Hey, and the lockpick kit worked. Okay, so we've got a spare room. guest room. Ooh, requires 2 gems to get the passageway. That would give us some good stuff. I could do the guest room, get a bunch of steps back, and then go back over to the chapel. I could redraw. You know what? I'm going to redraw. Redo. Ooh, that's actually worse. Well, there's a utility closet with a breaker box, bunk room. This counts as 2 bedrooms. I'm going to have to go to the commissary. Damn it, we locked ourselves in. So there's the smoke machine. Ooh. It's an interesting one there. Sale. 50% off all items. All staff welcome. Day 20 and 21. So if we make it to day 20 and 21, everything is half off. Also, who's selling me these things? Without tree, with matches, without, okay. Effective for the first week of December, payroll, alright, that's there again. So, the commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. Sorry for any inconvenience. So, it won't be closed between 12, okay, so that's not really an issue. Okay. We have a gem, we have a salt shaker, we have a sledgehammer, and we have a metal detector. Well, I mean, I'm going to take the sledgehammer. Can shatter padlocks on locked trucks. I mean, I'm not going to get any more money, so sure, I'll take an extra gem. So, alright, not bad. So now, I mean, I have a key, so let's try and make our way back over to the chapel. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Should be okay. Ooh, is that a thing? No, just little, not tchotchkes. Ooh, actually. No, I was going to say, can I get a free... No, that wouldn't work. It would actually be more. More if I go through the bedroom and then everything there. So, alright. Through that, in there, lose some money. We only had 1 penny left. Use the key. Oh, I probably should have used the lockpick first, but still. Right. There's a kitchen. Food for sale. No money. Patio. Spread gems in each green room. And guest room. I guess I'll take the patio, because the kitchen's kind of useless. Ooh. Hold a dig. Deposit box key. Okay. Do a little bit of digging. Here we go. Old shoe. Not worth picking up. I found a rock. Alright, so yoink this. And then buried below. Occasionally you may discover small mounds of dirt in certain rooms of the estate. With a shovel, one may be able to excavate these suspicious spots. Already done. So spread gems in each green room. I'm assuming that if we go back to the courtyard, there'll be a gem there, but I doubt that's going to actually happen. Don't seem able to pick this door's lock. No. Alright, so I think that is unfortunately the end of my run. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to run back to the... I'm going to run back to the courtyard and see if there's a gem in there. It is. Okay. So some rooms are going to be more effective later when other rooms have been opened already. Boop, boop. Alright. And then boop, free room there. And then we're out. Sledgehammer. I can break padlocks on a truck, specifically. Doesn't mean I can't attempt to break a padlock on a fence over here. After all, sometimes you gotta cheat to win. Alright, it's over here. Ah, I see it. That's why. Certain areas are not. Break it. No, it's not gonna break. Alright. And I don't know where a truck is. Or a vault key. Oh, actually, that vault key had a number on it. Unlocks box 304. Good to know. Very specific. So maybe there's more than one box in the room there. Alright. Oh, no, can't call it a day there. Can I call it a day here or here? No. Okay. Well, that's all I can do for the day. Is there an achievement? Okay, I'm gonna have to. I'm not gonna look it up. But is there a time limit? Is there a time limit to this game? And how many days it goes? Because the wills did say there is a lapse if I take too long. And there is now little hints at stating, hey, certain days will have certain events happen on them. So is there a time limit? Ooh, I don't know if I like that. Save and continue. Day 2. Now I'm just thinking into my head, putting it into my head, if I was doing this as a series on the channel, oh, it would be days. Like, every day is a new episode, but that might get a little too much. Alright. I guess the hall... do I want to use the hallway this early? Or do I want to use the pantry? Let's use the pantry. There we go. And then, yep, the 5 and 5. So there's an apple. Alright, chapel, hallway, a nook. You know what? Now we can use the hallway. Gives us a little bit of a T intersection. Oh, and there's this. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. So that is not true. The doors in the west wing are more likely to be unlocked. Or is it the east wing? Actually, now that I think about it. No, it is. No, I'm reversing it. If it's not the east wing, then yes. Okay, the west wing, things are going to be more unlocked. You know what? Let's go in that direction then. Because we don't have keys. Well, the parlor... We've been to the parlor. The west hall wing. I could make a dead end. You know what? It is just a tiny corner. We can make... Anything on the table? Ooh, there is something on the table. Well, okay, we'll do that. We can go through this door here and get ourselves just a dead-end room. And then, of course, more... Is that... Yeah, that's technically where we are currently. That's something. So this was that huge meta layer that I would like, the last layer that I was gonna say, is that every room in this house has a specific place. And that's probably the like last big puzzle, and this might be a clue to what is here. So something with an E goes literally here in this place. But the likelihood of it actually being this room here at this moment was highly... I don't know. But maybe this has something to do with it. Staff notice. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epstein. I almost said Epstein. The West Wing will be closed until further notice, while the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool. We ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during the period of mourning. Likewise, any blank may draft... Okay, so this gives us a couple things. One, the lady of the house, back in 83, died, making our great-grandfather, or grandparent, or whatever, whoever his name is, the only person here. And then it was 93 when he died, so another 10 years after that. Secondly, staff drafts have to do this too. It's not just me in the setting, like in doing special. Every morning this house had to be done by everyone. So this isn't something special to me. This is just the house doing its thing. Alright, dead end room. I'll take a storeroom. Boom. Money. Key. Gem. With... I want to say it's a Rorschach test of some kind, but no. No, that's a weird one. Ooh, flan. Yum. Alright. Upward in this direction, then. We have secret passage, or kitchen, or the guest room. Honestly, let's just go to the guest room. We'll make a dead end here, but we'll, yeah. Make a dead end, but gives us some steps to go back, not too much. Okay, we got a thing here. Sinclair, just wanted to write you a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Everson, whose particular personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also, a little bit of a backhanded compliment, I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in this house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciate that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. That guy. Okay, so there's a puzzle in the billiard room. Got it. And more birds. Alright, so back down to the hallway we go. And we've got plenty more... Yeah, plenty more things to pick. So we've got the commissary. We've got the chapel. And we got a bedroom. I'm going to pick the chapel. However, is there anything in there? No, I'm not going to go in it. It was mostly to do with just floor plan stuff. Now it's an option to get in if I don't need to. Alright, so we've got a spare room. We've got a nook. I think we're going to check the spare room. This one's... I do like that the game does know where in the house, when there is a window, you are. It's quite cool. Got a nice blue room. Alright, yeah, this is just a spare hallway. Ooh. Okay. Well, we could do the... I think the bedroom's going to have to be... Even though the closet is a good choice, I don't want to lose money. So let's go with the bedroom. Free room. We can just walk right in. There's a gem here. So sometimes... yeah, because I was going to say, the box isn't here. So sometimes certain rooms have certain different things. And Reddington. So this one had a gem in there instead of the lockbox. Also, little tag that's reading 10. Onward we go then. We can do security room, closet, lab. Yeah, it's going to have to be the security room. Spend a gem. Alright, and from that, there I am. It's one of those moments where I look at the thing and really hope that the me that's there doesn't A, turn around, or B, have something pass by it. It's one of those moments. Also, the layout of this might also be... the layers that I'm digging into could be one or the other. I could be so wrong. Alright, so we've got... boiler room, weight room, and a den. Well, technically, the weight room would work here. But I don't want to go into the weight room because... literally, I will lose half of my stuff. So you know what? I'm just gonna put the den in here. Grab a gem. Grab a gem wherever it may be. Yoink. And there's the chapel. Let's go back out in this direction. Now, of course, I have locked myself into one path. So if nothing comes out here, you're more likely to draw red rooms while drafting. I mean, it has to be the boiler room. Boiler room. Alright, so we can go here. Ooh. Ah, that must be a security door. Okay. Well, we'll go into this way in a minute. I can't get across. Okay. Puzzles! Alright, so that goes to this. Whatever that is. And this. Door. I don't want that. I want to be able to open that. So that goes. Now that opens, or at least extends. And the main boiler is going. There are some things here. Okay. So if I do that then closes. That does something. I want to say those are solar panels, but... Oh, wait a minute. Heyo! Another boiler! I can spin that to go into that direction, which then spins this. And gets me an elevator. Ooh, we're doing things now. Alright, let me spin this for the moment. Because I can't do this. Gonna leave this on for now. Hey! Another boiler. Excellent. that opens this door. And then this is now open. I'm wondering, I doubt it will be, but I'm wondering if all of this will be unlocked the next time. I doubt it. Okay, so we've now got... Switching it from there. So the door's going to be closed. We want to activate this boiler. So now that's open. We can go down. We can divert this one. We don't need that to be pointing in this direction. Therefore, now this boiler is now connected. So that's 2. And then this is now going forward. That is a digging spot. Okay, cool. I think this needs to be like here, because now that's over, that's that, and that's on. So the boiler should be on, and I can get around it. And that does something. Entirely sure what that does, though. So we'll leave it on the middle for now. Does it? Ah! So I can change it to go in certain directions. Well, it's going to have to go in this direction because... in order to open this door, I have to turn the boiler off. And now I'm thinking, oh no, I have to have something very specific here. Ooh, the archives is good. Ooh. Ooh, it's connected in a certain way. Ooh, wait a minute. That blue line could mean that they're connected. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of the potential floor plans. Oh, well, all of these are bad. But we're going to have to go to the archive. Because we can go through here. Okay. This needs a key card. So, okay, maybe we'll just be able to go through that one anyway. I unlocked... I did something! We did something here. No, nothing there. It's a picture of a key... a padlock. Archive floor plan, can't see it. Ooh, you're more likely to draw red rooms while drafting. Ooh, unfortunately... oh, either all of these are bad. I'll take furnace room, because I'm thinking boiler leads to furnace. Hot key. Okay. Well, I mean, we can dig something here, but we can't do anything with it. Interesting. Alright, well... we have a key. The only thing I can think of doing right now is going and swapping this. Does that mean... the boiler turns off? It does not. You know what? Let's swap it there. Okay, so when I get the boiler running... it will still run even if I change things. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Ooh, it's also hot. Here's the parlor. Here's the green room. Well, it has to be the parlor because I'm locked in it here. But I think I did that wrong because now... I don't think that technically connects to anything. that doesn't connect to the boiler room. Ooh, I might have picked wrong there. Alright. Wind-up key for this puzzle. I have a feeling, though, that later on I will need the wind-up key for a different thing. So one's true, one's lie, one is either or. So the gems are on the desk. We found our lie, or at least one of the lies. The gems are in this box. Could be true. The gems are on the floor. Okay, well, we have 2 lies. It has to be this one. Honestly, gems are really pretty. Yes. Use a key for the door. Click, open. Yep, and then we're not connected to the, to that anymore. We could still... Everything is hot, though. Less likely to find items laying around the house. Well, we don't want... red rooms seem to be kind of bad. Corridor is always left unlocked. Might as well go for the corridor, then. Yeah, no, there's a little bit of a heat going on, because the... Well, we turned the heat on. In the room. Alright, so where are we headed here? Dark room. You cannot see the floor plans while drafting. Nursery. Okay, let's go to the dark room. This is... Oh, see, yeah, no, this one's connected. So all of them are connected in some way. Ooh, I wonder if I had this connected to the boiler room that the lights would be on. Or if I had a flashlight. That'd be really good to know. Alright, so now... completely blank. But that's why I decided to go over here past the dark room, because any which direction, except for down, will get me new rooms. So, you know what? Pick the middle. Where we go? We are in the laboratory. And there's a key card door, so technically we're fucked if we don't find a key card in here. But... we do have things. I really hope these aren't related. I mean, they're probably all related. Ooh, we got something here. Table of elements. Oh, I don't know my elements off the top of my head and where they should be. And then they're related to this as well. Shit. Alright, let's look at the notes first. Let's go around the room and look at the notes. And here's the computer that we saw earlier. Laboratory experiment setup. Ooh, there's some different stuff here. In the laboratory, you are free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. Okay. Choose a cause from column A and an effect. Whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room, immediately, or when you draft a red room, lose 5 steps. And then B, add a small chest to the entrance hall. Add 3 aquariums to today's draft pool. Gain a key for every hallway in your house. So immediately... gain a key for every hallway in the house. There we go. Do you want to create and activate this experimental house feature? Experiment successful. Ooh. Ah, good. There's a... oh, I was going to say that's a periodic table of elements. So, did I just gain keys? I'll be honest, I didn't actually pay attention. Experiment immediately gain 1 key for every hallway in the house, and that's 2 keys, so I think, yeah, no, I did get it. Shame that there's no thing needing keys. Alright. Heating and cooling curves. Room temperature. Complete thaw. Test, at atmospheric pressure. Lab technician, this guy. Heating and cooling. Melting point. There's a freezer room. There's probably a freezer room. And we have to get... I mean, I did turn on the boiler room. So maybe at some point we... melt the freezer? I typically work over the Cinca Labs. I typically work over at Cinca Labs, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine test. I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I have been unable to find the laboratory on the estate. Today was the first success in that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical, and if so, how do I get any work done? Before I arrive, I was briefed on the way the doors work, but I must admit, I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. Okay, so there is a trick. There is a trick to learn. Okay. So here's also my thought process of this. I don't know my periodic table of elements. One of the few things I actually... Ooh, here's the thing. Wait a minute. This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. Shit! I don't think it actually works. Yep, no. Okay, so this needs to be connected to the boiler room. Okay, and this... Okay. I can see the problem, or I can see the proverbial problems here. Because I remember, and I did state this, in my whatever video I talked about blueprints, that the roguelite elements clashed with the puzzle elements because drafting certain rooms in certain orders to do certain puzzles was not problematic, but it clashed. I see it. It's still very early hours of the game. Maybe we'll get lucky, maybe not, but I totally understand the problem. Okay. Well, with that said, I have no key card. So that's unopenable. I have no power, which means that's not doable. And wouldn't be in the archive with the boiler room. Oh, wait a minute. Experiment. So I got the steps for it. If I switch this here, going to the front, the pipes technically are connected, because the boiler room goes to the archives, and that goes to the furnace, which then connects to the dark room, then connects to the laboratory. Does that work? No. The answer is no, because it looks like it needs to be connected by doors as well. Okay, that would have been a really good workaround, though, I will admit. To the problem. That would have been a nice other layer that could have worked quite well. Unfortunate. We're gonna have to call it a day then. Yep. I'm stuck. Red Cottage. Oh, because I had I had a lot of reds? Interesting. Oh, I guess it goes off of how many rooms and the colors of the rooms. Interesting. Okay, another little bit of information to go on. I see why people like this. There's all these strings, all these possibilities and question marks, and it all connects. I totally like it. But it just needs to stick the landing well enough. Alright, let's go in this direction. Closet, nook, pantry. Yeah, we'll go with a nook. Get some keys. Yoink on you. Open that. Storeroom, corridor, parlor. Oh, I'm going to take the parlor. Do a little loop around myself here. Do this puzzle again. Okay. The gems are not in the white box. The gems are not in this box. Two truths, possibly? The gems are in this box. Okay. So they're not in this. They're not in the white. They're not in there. One of them is lying. One of them is telling the truth. But one of them can be either or. If this is the truth, and this is also the truth, then this has to be the lie. I'm just gonna silently walk away because I kind of guessed at that. Den, spare room, bedroom. I'm gonna choose the den, even though fireplace there looks fine. Yeah, it looks fine. Right, let's go this direction. Courtyard. Corridor. You know what? Let's go to the courtyard here. Is the shovel always in the courtyard? No, it is not. But a metal detector is now. Greater chance to find keys and money. I see. Based on, you know, going through different rooms. Okay. Well, let's go this direction. Because that's going to take me to... Check one item to retrieve it for another day. Pantry will turn me into there. That will do that. You know what? We'll grab the pantry. Give us a little loop. Interesting. Alright, so it'll tell me, hey, there's like a secret, there's a key and or money in this room. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so I have now 2 points of egress to keep moving forward. Guest room, drawing room. Let's go to the drawing room. I mean, yeah, you draw in here. What is this? Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans, from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options, aka this room here. And then all of these. Yep, and that right there. Okay, so maybe there's a pool of drawings that all of the paintings, well, all of the drawings that we see throughout the house are pulled from. This is ticking along too. That is ticking along too. So technically time does move. Okay, so maybe they're all connected. Okay. Alright, well, you may draw new floor plans while drafting from this room. Well, I guess we'll just go to the dead end room and try and draft a dead end. Sketchy, sketch. Storeroom. Ooh, breaker box. Ooh. Storeroom, breaker box. I'm going to go storeroom, because that'll give me items. Yoink. And yoink. And yoink. And this weird... Is that supposed to be like ruffles of a dress? We got Flan in there again. Alright, and then we go this way. Hopefully give us something good. West Hall should be alright. Give us more openings. There's the notice for the West Hall. It's commissary, spare room. Honestly, let's go to the spare room. Let's keep going forward. Nothing here. Need a little spackle. Ooh, a garage. And breaker box. Oh, these are tempting. Alright, you know what? I'm going to go through the garage. Because this is a new room. That cannot open. Looks like there's no power to it. Alright. There's also money. Careful, watch your step, watch your step. Oh, there's something there. Ah! Keys. There's the keys. Alright, so there are things in this room. That doesn't open. Alright, this. Christoph, this is the third time this month you and the car have been gone when your services were required. I don't care how long you have been driving for his lordship, your absence must be accounted for. Okay. So the driver, the personal driver of the house, doesn't, scratch my nose. Doesn't like being around. Okay, so I definitely can open this if we have power. So if I can get the breaker, maybe I need the breaker box there. And let's check the car here. Another bird. Can't crouch. Can't open the door. I remember the sledgehammer doing something with a truck something, or truck padlock, but this isn't a truck padlock. I thought that it would open. Yeah, no, okay. So, back we go to the West Wing. Political drama them up. And let's take a look here. We can have a free room or the commissary. You know what? We'll take the free room because I only got one gem left. All right, there's the red. Anything on you? Nothing there. Alright, this room doesn't seem to have anything in it this time. Ooh! Well, there's the breaker box. Now, here's the question. Do I do the breaker box now? Or you know what? Yeah, do the breaker box. Because maybe it doesn't matter if it's not connected. Ooh, we've got... things. Ah, ooh, money. There we go. Metal detector. Telling me there's stuff. Okay. Keycard entry system. VAC indicators. And that's the dark room, garage, and then that. So everything gets turned on. Oh, wait, no, that's off. Gym, dark room, garage. Keycard entry system does something, and then this. Okay. Don't know what that means. We'll figure it out. But, alright, fingers crossed, the garage is open. Or the garage can be opened. Do we have a green light? We have a green light! Hey! You can take the car out for a spin. I go up the ladder. Always check the ladder first. Alright! Interesting. Okay, maybe... Okay. The garage is pointed here. Maybe... Oh, wait, nope. I was gonna say, maybe the garage needs to be in a certain position. But no. There is a path. Oh, it's a little crick. How cute. How quaint. How lovely. Ooh, can I unlock this? Yes, I can! I couldn't just reach over and unlock that. You just reach it. Okay. The west gate has been permanently unlocked. So now I can go into this direction. Okay, well, first and foremost. Okay, so this cute little crick. Okay, just checking to see if there's anything special around here. What is this? Okay, select a room to draft. A root cellar. A hovel. Or a tool shed. So this must be like a special room. Special floor plans now cost additional... Okay, we don't want that. We don't want... Well, the rooms in your house will likely contain dig spots. I mean, yeah, that'd be okay, but we don't have any way to dig those spots. Well, now we... Oh, no, we don't. Oh, yeah, now we do. Gained a shovel. And there's supposed to be 2 items in here. Oh, the sledgehammer. Can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. Okay. Outer room, permanent additions. Excellent. So we just got some stuff. There were where were the dig spots? The courtyard. I guess we go back to the courtyard then, and then we'll continue from the den, because I don't think there was any dig spots in the garage. Alright. Well, that's fun. Alright, so this is now... I want to say it's a dead end, but now I'm curious about where the garage may or may not be tomorrow. Depending on what we do. Alright, so... around this way. Around here. Dig. Pebbles! Not worth anything. And then... Dig. I got money. I got a penny. Okay. I'm just double checking. No? Maybe the garage had something, but I don't remember. To the den! And onward we go. So, dining room, closet. Oh, dining room. I'm gonna say corridor. Get us into a maybe a little bit better of a position here. Like fishing, monies. Nope. All right, let's see here. Ah, no, not that hallway. Commissary. I'll spend the gem to get it. All right. Can I buy anything? Set of gems for 10. A key. An upgrade disc. Well, I guess I'll spend some money to get 2 gems. Because I have nothing. see where this takes us. Yeah, it's gonna happen. Chapel security. Chapel security. I'm gonna say security. Oh no, it's gonna be over here. Oh, I see it! Yoink! Penny! Alright, let's go down in this direction then. Because we have a whole side of the house that's not, open. None of them works, so I guess I'm gonna have to choose the guest bedroom. Get myself 10 more steps, because we are slightly... Ooh! Hey, it's a key card! Penny! There we are. Okay. So, now we have a way to get into a key card. Yes. A key card room. We have an office. A boudoir. Or a hallway. Let's go with a hallway because that's multiple paths to open. Yep, we already did that. And the key. Hey! Speaking of, alright, let's go this way. Passageway, billiard room, or the lavatory. Well, the passageway costs 2. I might as well do the billiard room then, because we haven't been here before. We know there's a puzzle in here somewhere. Is it the billiards? Does the placement of the billiards mean anything? Two. 3. 2. 15. Two. Okay. 15, 16, 17, 8. Would it be 18? It is 18. Okay. So, 10, that'd be 28. Which isn't a number. So, minus would be 8? Okay. I mean, it worked. 12 then. 5 and 4. Okay, well, if blue was plus and the yellow was minus, would this be multiply? So 4 times 5 is 20. Okay, then. Oh, but now this gets tricky, because what's the order? Do we do 14... Okay, minus that. Minus 7 is 7. Times 2 is 14 again. Alright, figured that out somehow. Deduction! Plus the pluses and minuses being there as well. But deduction! Alright, back to the hallway and on we go. More keys. Lots of keys. Sure. Let's do it. We don't have many gems, though, which is going to be a problem. Ah, dining room. What did that say? Each day a meal is served within the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. I heard a beep. Well, we're rank 6, which means 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 7, 8. So we have to get 2 more levels higher in order for this to actually be served. Alright, well, let's go this way. Because now we're stuck in... We could go to the observatory. Plus 1 star for every time you've drafted an observatory. I'm just gonna go pick the closet. Because this isn't... These are items. Get ourselves a dice. Get ourselves another key. Hopefully the dice can help us here figure out what next room we're gonna go to. Dark room. Ooh, but wait a minute. We have the breaker box open. Can also combine things. You know what? I'm willing to check the room. The lights are on. Fuck you. The lights were on. Is there a fucking switch? Fuck you, the lights were absolutely on. Do I have to go back to the closet and the breaker? That's a lot of steps that I'm not gonna take. Now, maybe if I was looking around quick enough, I could have seen the light switch. Oh, son of a bitch. Dicks. Alright. Moving on. Open the key. Yay. Opened up. Oh, right. And I can't see shit all. Alright. Middle one. And we're locked. And we're stuck. And we're dead. And it's gone. Damn it. Darn. We got pretty far, though, this time. Well, okay, you know what? Since we are now locked... Ooh, fair point. Fair play. Okay, yeah, nope. Now we are locked. We go here. Here. Trying to think which is the less steps, because 1, 2 outside for 3, then into the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's just quicker to take the inside track through the courtyard, through this room. Through here, which is a free room, which is good, into here, dark room, powered back on again, okay, back to 16, 15, I think we have enough steps, go here. Yes, yes. Don't want to accidentally this up, because that's then 2 steps we then lose. Here. All the way to the end. Correct, correct. That. And boom. All right. And okay. So this is the thing I knew. However, I don't have a magnifying glass to see the number unless I really squint. Really put my head right to the thing. No. Nope. Even if I like put my face up against the screen, that is a blur. There's you. And him taking a photo. Alright, that's nice. Sketches. Why would you be doing sketches in a dark room? Those are the maids. In a garden room? Different exposure. Well, I mean, this one's so like focused on the background, and the other one's focused on the foreground. That must be the wife of the house that died. Is there anything specific? Okay, I can see over here in the corner. Maybe something another magnifying glass Looky Lou would need. Lovely. Oh, there's multiples on there. Alright. Printed notes. Print notes. Ah, fuck, cursive. HS has requested yet another print of her ladyship, I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged painting of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was it was too dark, so to keep an eye on that. Okay, so yes, that's another confirmation that the lady of the house and the West Wing hall here is on the west side. So again, rooms being in specific places, or maybe rooms being drafted. Maybe certain rooms can only be drafted in certain areas of the house. Maybe I'm reversing that. Person taking the camera. He really likes photography. Badly exposed. That one doesn't do anything. All of those. Yep. God, blew out like hell. Ooh. More notes that we can't read. This guy looking like a real shady motherfucker. Alright, well, we did get information, but we also know that this place is now dead-ended. So, gotta call it a day. We are liking, though, I will say, we are liking all of this. How it's all fitting together. The puzzle elements in this are really good. The question still is, though, whether or not the combination of the puzzle and roguelite is working. So far, it's okay. So far, it's okay. But it's only towards the mid to end game that we are worried about this game not holding up. But we're still early days, early hours. Boop. All right, 50, which means we're going to take a couple steps here to go out and set this. Why not? Okay, that's interesting. Shelter protects you from the negative effects of the next 3 rooms drafted. That's not bad. Root cellar, we saw, and a shrine, make an offering and receive a blessing. Well, I have nothing. And rooms in your house would be more likely to contain dig spots. I'm going to take the shelter. I'm going to take the bomb shelter here. Please don't explode. Take a peek over here. Maybe there's some things. Time lock safe. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. That's very interesting. Oh, is that a no? Yes. Remain where you are for now, given that the Red Guard is due tomorrow. We've agreed with your plan and have disabled remote access to the other terminals and have sealed the network mainframe. So far so good. Thank you, first-time chatter. Hello there. So far so good. Still early. I'm liking this. I really am. So, we'll see how it goes. Regardless of the danger, I'm still not willing to risk removing shelter from the draft pool while the 3 of you are down there. Our best bet is to sit tight and hope for a little bit of luck. Okay, so is there... So there's a whole other storyline here. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Alright, welcome. Mount Holly Bomb Shelter. Bomb Shelter. Time lock safe. Time lock safe. Ooh. Shelter time lock safe can be accessed by setting an unlock date and time. You can use any date and time as long as it's at least 1 hour in the future. Once unlocked, the time lock safe will remain open for 4 hours. Yes, I am reading your chat. Hello there. Unless you thought I was talking to somebody else. Honestly, you're the only person here, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. So I can see a multitude of things being a problem here. Number one, I don't know what the fucking date is in this. Clearly there is. I mean, I talk to myself too, don't get that twisted, but no, it's fine. Totally understandable. Right. Oh no. Okay, let me think here. No, I'm not gonna jump to that conclusion. I'm not jumping to that conclusion as a real... also, please don't backseat. Just FYI, if that is the case. I know you weren't intending it to be, but don't tell me solutions. I'm gonna assume it's in-game for 2 reasons. Well, okay, maybe 3 reasons, but we'll see. First reason, technically, when we were given the letter for us, the character, it had a date on it. It had a date on it, not a time. But that date, plus the fact that we keep going by day in chronological order of each run. So technically this is day 3. So it would be the first date that we got the letter, maybe, and plus the date, plus the extra days that it would take for how many runs we are. So we'd have to know the original start date and add the how many runs we've done, that which would then include the month change if it goes over 30/31. Then, no, please don't Google. Please don't. Then we have to know the time, which actually isn't a problem, because in the den there's a whole bunch of clocks and other things. Yeah. So, yeah, we're coming back to this another time. So that's not going to, we've got to keep that in the back of our head there. Radiation monitor. Measurement of the radium levels detected in the house and surrounding grounds. Oh, crap, we do have nuclear bombs in the house. Oh, of course I tried. First time, I know you're probably new here. Hello, welcome, and all that, as I said. I've done quite a few puzzle games on this channel, and I always go in blind. So I do like to do my own, figuring things out. Just to let you know. So, okay. House surrounding grounds. These ratings are often spiked by experiments conducted in the lab. If the reading is 12 or higher, emergency protocol will initiate and all doors in the house will automatically unlock. So you're telling me that if I make it a dangerous level of radiation, everything will unlock. Potentially that's how you get into the final room. But then I kill myself. Take the measurements nonetheless. Take the measurements. It's probably very low. Yeah, no, it's probably very low. And then logging into the network, we don't have the password. Okay. Oh, I'm not gonna say we're wasting steps, but we're gonna have to take a couple steps here. We're gonna have to know. Alright, good for you. Please don't tell me. If you do tell me, I'm very sorry, but I will ban you. Like, I've told you multiple times, do not tell me. I was gonna say, there's a reflection on the floor. Okay. Nope, no, I'm never gonna ask either. Alright, no tools, Okay, there is no date on that. That's fine. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with that not telling me. Alright, so there's probably there has been references to dates and times and yada yadas throughout some of the notes we've come across. So, as long as I can figure out the day we started, then I should be able to math that out. That sounds fun. Alright, normal run then. Let's start drafting. Pantry, den. Oh, see, den. Take the den. Because then, haha, like I said, we know time. And it's and then the thing said, oh, I started around like 11, so I've only been streaming for almost 2 hours. Usually I start around 11 EST, plus or minus 10 seconds or 10 minutes or so. Okay, so we do know time. We do know for a fact that time moves congruently in the house. So if we know the time as of setting the clock, we can, in fact... Yeah, we'll be fine with that. That's not an issue as long as we find a clock inside the house. It's the date that we need to worry about. Oop, don't forget the gem. Yoink. Schedule, I think there's a schedule linked somewhere. Usually it's Thursday, Friday. Alright. Do we want the closet now? I think we do. Alright, we got a free key and the dice. No, please do not give me a hint. I'm good. Alright, spare room, pantry. We'll take the pantry. Sure, give us a little bit of a turn. Little apple nom-noms. Nom, 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 nom. The mountain is treating you... no, okay, first off, a couple people. How's the mountain treating you today? Mountain's treating me well. We just started the game today, so a couple hours in, and I'm quite happy. Let's see if you can find it. Not then, because I don't think you can. Oh, I'll figure it out eventually. It may take me a couple days or weeks, but I'll figure it out. Alright, observatory. It's a perfect spot for the observatory. Okay. So what have we got here? New room. Welcome to the game then. Yes. I'm going in blind. We are going to enjoy this. Preface. This book contains... Well, okay. I'm going to tell you this too. Whoever is in blue, this Cole person, whoever. If you do want to see more of me do this, yes, go check me on my streams. But the Blueprint streams will be archived on my stream channel. Links are down below, both my main YouTube and streaming archive channel. So if you do happen to miss a Blueprint stream or have to step away and, aren't going to see it, that's where they'll be. Of course, I do an end spiel at the end of my streams anyway, so you'll know that from that. But if you do miss a stream or want to go back, that's down below. So, okay, preface. This book contains a complete starbase, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one, depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day. Different constellations, various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one in a single day. Is that related to time and date? Because that could... Oh, man. This book is a solid base for astronomy. Will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover joy. North Star, 1 gold. The twins, 2 trunks have been... Ah, okay. I see. The dead-end rooms are more common today. Okay. Sale, 50% off. Bloom in the sky. Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers. Jesus, fuck. Okay. So depending on what we see in the telescope, which I can't see right now, ooh, because it's not actually in a place I can see. So can I move this? Ooh. No, it's not. This feels like me kind of thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm absolutely going to be playing. I mean, I'm playing this tomorrow, absolutely, as well. But I'm going to be thinking it over the weekend as well. So, okay. Is that as far as that goes? No, it goes up to here. Okay, one more. One more. No, that's locked. Okay, so this has to go up somehow in order for me to see that. Recommend minimal help. A lot of the fun is discovering... Exactly, that's what I've been saying. Discovering it out myself is the fun. Seeing it play, it'd be boring if thank you. Yes, it would be boring if everyone saw it the same way. This is why I'm an entertainer. Alright, so one more turn here. Boom. Lovely. Alright, let me take a look. We've got 1 gold, 1 star, 1 gold coin. So I'm thinking... Yep, saw it. So I'm thinking then, because it said... plus 1 star for each time you've drafted the observatory. If I find more observatories, I will get more stars and more rewards. Plus 3 steps, gem, rooms with 4 doors are more common today. That's the 5, that's 7, that's 8. How many room observatories are there? At least 20. There's another wheel. As a viewer. Alright. What's the suggestion? Be careful what you say, though. Corridor. Let's go corridor. And then, ooh, garage. We don't need the... I was going to say, we don't need the garage, but then again, that's kind of where the garage was last time, which is kind of funny. Or on purpose, actually, now that I think about it. No, we'll do parlor. Parlor, grab ourselves, yoink, the wind-up key, and then we solve the puzzle in a second. Oh, well, oh. Oh, yeah, because there's no window there, because that's house. Alright, puzzle time. All 3 boxes contain gems. That's probably the lie. Or a lie. The other 2 boxes contain gems. This box contains gems. The other 2 boxes contain gems. All 3 boxes contain gems. The other 2 boxes contain gems. The box contains gems. Okay. So we know... Yeah, man, your about section is empty. Think you do. Oh, I thought I... Okay, so it is supposed to be filled out, but I guess it was deleted for some reason. All right, I'll definitely... Yes, thank you. I will definitely put that in of reasons. Okay, all 3 boxes contain gems cannot be true. The other 2 boxes contain gems also cannot be true, so the box containing gems, this one has to be true. Yoink. Alright, I might as well use the key, sure. Don't want to lock myself in here. Ooh, drawing room could be spare room. You know what? Let's go drawing room. Drawing room funsies. Alright, do I want to go up or down? Let's go down. Locked? Never mind. Oh, wait, no, that was up. Ooh. Passageway is not a good place for this. Chapel as well. Bedroom we go. Alright, is there any thing? No gem there. No box here. Nothing here. Oh, this game could absolutely take a horror spin on this, by the way. I'm just thinking to myself. The little changes to each room. We'll figure it out. Alright, I guess we'll go to... Let's go to the Nook. Let's try and connect those up there. Also, I appreciate the advice, Mr. Cole, or Miss Cole, whoever you are. I appreciate the advice. I do not want to try and be a pro streamer or whatever you assume. This is not my first rodeo, as one could say. Alright, let's go stream. If you go to the main channel and check just how long I've been doing this, you'll understand that I don't care if I look like a pro streamer or not. Ooh, okay, so let's see. We can go to the main hallway, try filling out this area, or we do have a key for the drawing room. So you know what? I'm willing to use that key to spend on the drawing room and free steps. Oh no, trust me, I appreciate it. I really do. You don't have to get defensive, but nevertheless, thank you for the suggestion. Alright, let's see here. Ooh, we've got a patio, which would be a dead end. Spread things to green rooms. I don't have many green rooms. I don't have any green rooms, so... And no, I'll go kitchen. Ooh, actually, you know what? I don't want to spend my only gem here. I'm going to redraw. I'm going to use my dice. Ooh. You know what? I'm willing to open up the utility closet here. I got the breaker box. Open, on. And then that one's just missing. Oh, no, it's fine then. Alright, onward we go. Where are we going? We got a passageway that costs 2. Do I want to do the chapel? I kinda need to, I guess I have to do the chapel. Oh, wait, no! It doesn't matter because I have 3 rooms, that of red variety that don't affect me. That's locked. So I guess we have to go down then. And that's locked. Alright, well... Down and out to the new entrance hall. Straight. Alright, note to self then. Thank you for the... You say you're not being defensive, and then you give the clue away. Yep, I'm gonna ban you later. And then just go by? Yep, I can read you like a fucking book. Call you defensive, and then you blurt out the thing I told you specifically not to do. I do love my human psychology. You know what? It's also a good thing that I stopped putting... Ooh, do I want the storeroom? Guest room? Ooh, you know what? I need the guest room. And I stopped putting the little blurb... Not little blurb. What's the word I'm thinking of? There was an era of... There was a small little era of time that I had on my streams. The chat message just kind of in the corner, popping up. These are the moments where I'm glad I turned that off. Ooh, we have the dark room again. And we have the utility... Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's do dark room. Ah, good. You stayed on this time. Alright, so now we are indeed looking for a magnifying glass. At some point. Let's see, we got patio, billiards, security. I'm going to say the patio. Because while I would like the security, well, the billiard rooms would be a good thing. Yeah, I'm going to choose the patio. Because then... I know, the other chatter, you're respectable. That I'm fine with. Ooh. You're a respectable one. Glad you're still sticking around. Alright, no, I don't have a... Oh, well, there we go. I don't have a... shovel. Actually, I'm actually quite happy on how this house is being laid out right now. Ooh, a boudoir. And then a junk room. And then a storeroom. Ooh, okay. A lot of dead ends here. I don't like it. Do I want to... You know what? I'm going to risk a storeroom. Because I need the items. I need the keys. I need the gems. Yoink, yoink. 2 keys. There we go. So if anything, I can go back through... Oh, wait, no! The dark room is a red room. Well, there we go. Thank you, bomb shelter. Alright. Yeah, that's all dead ends. This room counts as 2, but you know what? We haven't been into the bunk room before. Might as well join in. Ooh, nice. We got the money. Oh, this must have been my room when I stayed over. How are you alive? They can probably able to answer questions. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. But I should be good. Thank you. After all, I mean, this is only the first day of me streaming this game. Of course I'm not going to have all the answers. Seriously, who's feeding you? Who? How? I don't think anyone's... No. Oh my god. Okay. Well, if suddenly one day this thing is dead, I will not be surprised. All right. Other notes, though, to be said. Really cool bunk room here. Honestly, a little setup with the pillows and the Atari. Ooh. Oh yes. Note, good thing I was still looking around. Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he is not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys, and I will not have to share my room, and I will not have to share my snacks. Oh, I'm Simon, so this is somebody else's room. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today it will be a good day because he is at camp. Hereby is mean. Oh, Herbie is mean and really stupid, and today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. I also had more fun at camp than he has had in his entire life. I'm noticing a motif of red being bad, which is an obvious statement, but nevertheless. So this kid is an asshole. Today is a good day because I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission and writing mean things in it, too. He also threw my model airplane in the bushes outside, but I got it back, and if he does it again, he will not get to go to the park on Friday, and I will make sure he gets no presents for his birthday. Yeah, no, this kid's an asshole. I do not need any presents because I have my brother's book because he... Oh, wait a minute. No, this is two brothers. So the red is from the other brother. This is his. Ah, okay. I do not need any presents because I have my brother's book because he will stop writing. About me, today is a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book, even though he is older. He is a crybaby. Ooh. So sibling rivalries. We've got some overarching story stuff going on. Today is a good day because today my brother returns from college, and I get to finally return to him the book I took from him a long time ago. Hopefully you find it as hilarious as I do. I honestly have no idea how we survived sharing a room. All things being said, I won't have it any other way. Cross that out. I still would rather have a sister. Congratulations on the diploma and welcome home, Simon. Okay. So I'm going to assume my great-great-grandfather had a brother. Sibling rivalries like that don't just disappear. Alright. Onward to the chapel, and we're gonna get married. I think we're like 13, so it's probably an arranged marriage, but still. Free room. Chop up. There we go. So, okay. More things. Open up, please. I've got plenty of gems. And other things. Coat check, dead end. Security! Let's go security. Nothing around. Okay. You know what? Let's keep going straight here. Laundry room. Oh, trust me, we try our best. We try our best in this place to do a good mix of both comedy and smarts. Doesn't mean the comedy will be smart, but they will be together. 7 locked doors in the Great Hall. I don't have enough keys for that. And the archives, okay, we do know that the archives will not affect me because three rooms I have been sheltered from. So this is a great room to get right here. So much, in fact, we're just going to go straight. Ooh, okay. So, boiler room's a good check. Boiler room's an absolutely good one. Weight room, I'm not going to do because that's now been 3 red rooms. Boiler room is a go. Now, question. How much of this has kept? Alright. We've made it to the antechamber, but obviously we cannot unlock it. And the boiler room is not activated yet. Alright, I'm gonna go downstairs just to double check something here. Oh, right, but we do know that, now that the boiler room is open, this opens. Alright, we'll divert that in a second. I want to check downstairs whether or not everything stayed the way it should, or I just got lucky in the instance. No, it does look like everything stayed. This is still a mystery of what that is. Oh, I am no amateur at puzzle games, especially tile-laying games as well. I have a wide variety of fun bits and pieces that I tend to be. Alright, you know what I'm going to do here? Because that is like so, since the boiler is already on. I'm going to turn this red box on. I don't know what it does, but it's on right now. And maybe the next time I come into the boiler room, it'll be locked the same? Because this seems like it stayed the way it was. Oh, shit. Well, that didn't open the room. I will point out. Is that a digging spot? That's a digging spot. I don't have a shovel. Okay. Alright, well, I could do this. And then this. Get myself the elevator. Boop. Nope. There we go. Okay, so, big question. And if I click that, does that open the door? No. No, it does not. Okay. That means we're going to have to... okay, so we have actually a really good setup here. Because we know that the antechamber is connected to the boiler room. So we can just turn it if at some point this way isn't proper. Learning things is fun. Alright. Back down we go. That, and we know how to restart the boiler room at any given point. So, swap that. So now this is back on. Alright. Yep, and yeah, we can easily just swap that around. Alright, this way we go. Locked. Yeah, sure, I guess I'll use the key. Okay. So we know that... we are already... well, we're on 19. This will work. We could do the passageway or the weight room. I don't want to lose... I only have 19. I don't want to go down to, like, 10. So I'm going to choose the lavatory here. Double check. Make sure there's no things. Alright. So, that's unfortunate. Easily enough. Go up the elevator. Change that to that. Change that over again. I'm not going to be able to blow this place up, am I? Just the thought that crossed my mind. I don't know if it's real, but, you know. It's a concern. Oh, and security is also there. Alright, we'll work on that later. Right now, alright, this way. That's locked. Never mind. This way. Keycard does not appear to be powered. Well, I can't go back to the breaker box. Well, I could, technically. Alright. But, well, I don't have a key either, so it doesn't really matter. Alright. We are suddenly running out of spaces to go. That doesn't matter. Ah! Ooh! Monkey! Boiler room! Power! Now I have to solve this puzzle. Alright, before we do that, though. This one's not locked, at least. I speak into existence. Okay! Well, first and foremost, let's take a look at this. Experimental setup. Continue. What do we got? Okay, for each bedroom you draft after your second. When you draft a red room, lose 5 steps. And then, whenever you spend 2 more gems drafting a room. Add 3 aquariums to the pool. A small chest to the entrance hall. Or lose 10 steps and gain 20 gold. Alright, for each bedroom drafted, add a small chest to the entrance hall. I don't think I'll be able to open it, but... Press enter to return. Experiment started. Ooh, research logs. Ah, my previous ones. Good to know. Oh, and pause experiment. Okay, there are some things. Untested. Oh no. Oh no, there's gonna be a specific thing I have to do, isn't it? Oh no. Alright, okay. Now what? Okay. So there is a dial here. Okay, it doesn't seem like there's any difference in flipping the switches as power is concerned. However, as noted by the periodic table of elements, we have scattered all the numbers. So my assumption is each of these relates to the number on the periodic tables, which then mathematically adds up to something with the power. Alright? The problem is, I don't know periodic table of elements off the top of my head. Now, I'm going to assume that somewhere in the manor, there is a periodic table of elements to reference. I could look up a periodic table of elements, but I'm not going to yet. Because, since I haven't found it in the manor, I don't think it is wise to jump the gun here. So until I find a periodic table of elements, or something related to this puzzle, I have no fucking clue what to do here. But that doesn't mean we can't flip switches and see what explodes. So... let's take a look, alright? All of these switches flipped drains all of the power. However, whatever combination that gets me to this point here... oh, okay. Nothing here explodes. Well, I mean, okay. Big electrical, almost Tesla-like thing. Propane tank. Shit can explode. Not that it literally will, obviously, but I'm be interesting if I learned something new. Yeah, no, we'll... I mean, in all fairness, things should explode. We're fucking with the breaker box here. And... Ugh. Not an electrical engineer. Why would propane be there as well? Any spark... Ah, boy. Alright, nevertheless, yeah, no. Flipping switches, I have to know specific numbers in order to get specific switches, in order to set it to a specific line here, which then will make this work and do something. What that is, I have no idea. So, I think that's all I can do today. Because I have no more keys to unlock things. I have no other stuff. Oh, if I tried for brute force, I would be here for a while. And I probably could do it, but I'll eventually figure the solution out. No, don't. I don't want hints. This is an experience through multiple days, and clearly this day has ended. Another day, another new piece to the puzzle. But hey, day 4, we got to the antechamber, and we did some shit that I think, you know, was probably pretty good. If we had a few more keys, we might have been able to do more exploring. Alright. Keep moving. Oh wow, I've been streaming for almost 2.5 hours. And I ain't stopping yet. Maybe after 3 hours. We'll see what we feel like in another half hour. Alright. In we go. So, question. Do I want to go back out to the roots, to this? Yes, I do. Setting that at the beginning of the day seems to be a good idea. Because it can give us benefits for the rest of the day, even though it takes me like 4 or 5 steps. Let's see. Okay. Trading post. Trade items. Tool shed. 2 special items. Room in the or the root cellar. Let's grab the tool shed. And see what we... the magnifying glass. Hello. Well, that's a fortuitous item to grab. Alright, magnifying glass and a shovel. Well and truly worth the go-around. Actually, you know what? I'm going to check. It'd be kind of interesting to see. Ah, okay. So you can't go this way unless it's from the garage. Well, that's honestly, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough on that. All right, so that whole process of exiting the house, checking the thing, going back into the house after takes us 6 steps. Not bad, but still not great. And a 6 out of 50. If you enter this room, gain 2. Well, that's a free room. I don't really want it now. Pantry, we can... You know what? Fuck it. Let's grab the pantry. Make that room free for a turn. There we go. Free stuff. Nook or corridor? Ooh. See, now I'm trying to think, okay, holding off on certain rooms, because there's a pool. There's a pool you pull through, or pull from. Do I want to hold the corridor till later with more unlocky things? Now, I know we'll still do the corridor. We're not reaching for the stars just yet. Also, 4 stars. Ooh, spiral staircase. Love a good spiral staircase. Alright, we could do an observatory. We could, honestly, the den. It's a good split spot. So, yoink. Oh, nope. Too many presses. Guest room, give us 10. Security would give us... Yeah, let's go to security, because we still have quite a few openings. Nothing there, nothing there. Nothing new on these. There's the creepy delayed door. Ah, fuck it. Spare room. Hey, if I can fill in every single room, I'm gonna do it. Oh, I just realized another like final layer thing. Certain rooms have windows indicating that... Was this painted before? Is this room getting painted more and more as... Okay. Certain windows will have... will be markings of which goes on the outer walls and inner walls. Oh, God. There's so much you have to pay attention to. Alright, guest room. I'll take 10 steps, even though it's actually going to be less than that. Compass. Draw floor plans leading north more frequently. Not a bad one there. Alright, so I got 10. Actually, I got less than 10 because now I have to go travel back. So it was 8 steps. I got 8 steps. But that's more than the steps I used for what we had previously. More likely to draw red rooms while drafting. The furnace, I'm not going to take, because not only do I need to connect it to the boiler room, I don't want to draw more red rooms currently. We could do the garage, which honestly is... Well, actually, no, we couldn't do the garage because I don't have any gems. But I'm realizing that this spot specifically always has the garage on draft. It's this spot yeah, it's this, or the one above it. One of these two rooms is always the garage. So, that makes sense. Oh, fuck. I misclicked. And I almost closed down OBS. So the garage will always go around here, which makes sense because that's where the garage is on the outside. Alright, let's check these. There are 3 boxes in this room. Yes, so this is the truth. This is a truth. 2 boxes in this room are empty. So, okay, this is also a truth, so this means this is a lie. Because there's 1 truth, 1 lie, and then 1 either or. So there's our 1 truth and 1 either or. This box is one of the 2 empty boxes. Oh, fuck. They all might be they're all technically telling the truth. Well, they could all be. Okay, there are 3 boxes in this room. This has to be real. Because there's... I mean, I don't see any other boxes. But that has to be a truth. So we can at least tick off 1 truth. 2 boxes in this room are empty. Yes, that is true. Which means this is the lie. This box is one of the 2 empty boxes. Which means this is a lie, so this is one of the full boxes. This should have stuff in it? Hey! Fuck you, puzzle. I'm... not going to say I'm smarter than you, because I don't want to... That can go really backfiring fast. Courtyard, hallway, chapel. Courtyard is a good position for that. And we do have a shovel. Ooh, and I do see that locked box right there. A turnip should prove to be a nutritious snack. I just eat a raw turnip. Absolutely could do that, though. I mean, a small turnip, but... absolutely eat a raw turnip. And another turnip! Nom, 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 nom. Alright, and then this is locked. Alright. We can go this way or this way. Oh yeah, I was wondering. Never mind, can't go that way. Kitchen, nook, bedroom. At this point, You know what? Having... You know what? We need the key. Grab the key. Yoink. Alright. Might as well go this direction. Okay. Ooh, passageway. When you enter the gymnasium, lose 2. Or the boudoir. We are kind of looping ourselves back, but I don't... Well... you know what? I'm going to take the gymnasium. We have a lot of steps on us right now. So we'll lose 2, because we are not physically fit, even though every day we're walking the halls of this place. Let's see. We have another observatory, a commissary, and a hallway. I'm going to take the hallway. We may actually, I'm just realizing, we're probably going to have to go through the gymnasium again to get to the courtyard. Probably. Oh, just noticed. Hey, we can check previous days. Oh, that's going to be for reference material on where things should go. Alright, no, we're not going to unlock you yet. I want to go for the... Fuck yous. I want to go for rooms that aren't unlocked, but now that I can't really go back and lose a couple more steps. Oh, can't do that. 2 items. Ooh, 2 items, or... You know what? No, it has to be the storeroom. Gonna have to grab this. Grab the key. Grab the gem. Go around like that. Alright. Unlock this one, then. A nursery. The chapel. Or a bedroom. Well, the bedroom would take us back, and I don't necessarily want that. It's going to have to be the chapel. Yeah, which we pay the price. Not just entering the chapel, but homage to God. Ooh, opportunity to earn and spread money. We got the drawing room as well, and the coat check. I'm gonna go with the drawing room. This will give us multiple choices here. Let's go this way. Greenhouse. Oh, hello. You're more likely to draw green rooms while drafting. East Hall. We are in the east. Library. Discover less common floor plans while drafting in the library. Ooh, the East Hall is really tempting here. You know what? We're going to go East Hall. But now that we're in this area, maybe the pool has changed. I mean, that's probably the case, because when we were down at the southern end of the house, we're only getting certain rooms, and now that we're up here at the top, we are getting different rooms. Interesting thing to think about. Alright, that's locked. That's locked. Fuck you, East Hallway. Alright, guess we're gonna go back down to the the drawing room. Yeah, may have early day 1 before drafting the first room. I'm being careful. I don't know. Not puzzle related. None of I don't know. I mean, the only things I can think of would be painting related, but I couldn't tell you otherwise. Okay. Observatory could work. Secret passage could... You know what? Observatory, probably. Is the room of color of your choice. I mean, technically... Ooh, we do have things. I'm gonna take... You know what? Let's take the bedroom. Make it a free room. Get ourselves through it. Check the doors. Check the things. Nothing there. We have a key! That's good to find. Dining room. Nope, that's angled wrong. That's angled wrong. So we're gonna have to choose the closet. Well, no, angled. It could go down. Don't want to go down. technically I'd then have to go all the way back around. I don't really need to buy anything at the moment. I don't want to spend a gem, so alright, let's choose the dining room. Dinner is not yet served. And then that we can't do. And that's locked. I don't want to spend that. So, okay. I mean, we got plenty of steps. So I might as well use this here. Kitchen, library, and the dark room. Ooh. I'm gonna choose the dark room here. Because now it's at least set up for us if we draft the utility room. Fuck, that's not locked. That's secured door. It's a game menu thing. I'll keep an eye on that then. Alright. Okay. So now we have to oh god, this is going to be interesting. Because now we have to travel all the way back. Chapel was locked, right? I think it was locked. Now we have to travel all the way back to the entrance hall and find the utility room. Yeah, no, we have to go through the chapel anyway, so I was going to say, let's check to see if that door was indeed locked. I think it was. Yes, it was. Okay, so we'll be back. We will be back. Less there. That one's already done. What is this? Nope. Thought I saw something. There's a bench here. Can I touch one of these? Do a little hoop. Do a little hoop. Make things when you first ask. I have no comment on that topic. Yes. No, I figured some of them are relating to something. Alright, that's locked. Like I stated, I mean, you probably weren't around when I first started the stream. I know there are multitudes of layers to this game. Oh, I didn't unlock this. Excellent. Okay, Boudoir isn't going to get us anything. Oh, shit! Breaker box! Yes! Haha! Alright, key card. Is that... Turn it on, or honestly, we'll just leave it there. This, and the garage. Powered on. Don't know what the VAC unit is, but we'll figure it out another day. Right. Backwards, then, to... the dark room. Oh, I don't have a key, so that's not there. Back to the dark room. Let's all go to the dark room. Almost went the wrong way. Yes, like an ogre. Many different layers. Okay. Honestly, I'm really happy that things that we're figuring out earlier in the stream are coming back around towards the end of the stream. So I feel really good about this. With the magnifying glass. Okay. So this I knew, and as soon as this... says you. So, okay. 11-28 also is a date. Very nice mustache. Alright, there's a few pictures we need to look at. These are not one of them. I'm just checking it just because I can. That and that. The maids. Right, then this. Ooh! A key. in Spanish means a key. No. Let's see. There was the shady-looking dude over in the corner. Here we go. He has this. Okay. Okay. Something memos found in Hartley's room are always false. But we don't know if that is, in fact, a red card or a blue card. So it could be lying, could be telling the truth. It's hard to tell because the room's red. Could be that this card is red. Well, also it's in black and white, so I doubt it would actually tell me. But another meta thing I just realized is that this is the dining room. We now know that this, whatever room is behind it through that door, is next to the dining room. I don't know what that room is, but it's connected to the dining room. It's just a real subtle clue right there. Real subtle. Alright, security door is locked. Okay, I do need an electronic key card. I didn't turn off the power. Good to know. And I just picked up a key, so fuck it. We're not done yet. Archives. You know what? Fuck it. Let's pick the archives. Doesn't really matter where the archives take us after this. So we'll figure it out. Is this new? Did I not notice this before? Alright, we'll check that in a sec. I don't think I noticed that before. Alright, we got a key card in that way, so it doesn't really matter. That one there, that one there. I didn't notice this before. Alright, let's... Ooh, we have dates. We have dates. Oh, wow, there's a lot of stuff. There was a fucking heist. Was my grandfather a jewel heist? Is that why there are so many gems around the house? Alright. But we do have dates. That being said, these are 86. These are in the 80s. And this is 93. So I don't think these dates will be prevalent yet. Okay. Marigold wins Herald Literacy Honor. Popular children's writer Marion Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Tuesday that her picture book Swimbird had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal, chosen as the Herald Literacy Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. Oh, so she's the one that draws in the house, not him. Oh, so that means the drawing room might be near her room later on. This is Marigold's second time winning the prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, for her debut effort. That was not mentioned here. She was no stranger to the public eye even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relative of Baron H.S. Oh, she's a niece. Okay. Skinner. Our uncle. Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations associations that might make with the Sinclair family. Ooh. Interesting. Also, it's really cool that we have a magnifying glass for this. Very nice. Can I pick this thing? Nope. No. Okay. Swimbird author never considered herself success. Oh, isn't that the truth there? Harold's staff, Hermes? No, I'm just checking. She confided, "My son was the one that actually got me to start writing." Aw. I had always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime, and so as we ran out of books he owned, my imagination had to take over from there. Marigold has elaborated in previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red. Hence why this place is the Blue Prince, because... Oh, wait, no, is that the... Wait, if the son is the child in the red, with the red writing, he's the younger brother of the older brother, who is our uncle. Is this their mother? Oh, great. Now we're into the root trees are dead level of familial tree matching. Oh, God. Where was I? Red Prince is based on her son and the inflexible love of the color red. A statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that view that book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Ooh, political intrigue. All right, let's move that over a sec. Publisher and author detained by Red Guard. Question. Okay, we are seeing also a red and blue theme of red being bad, blue good. So there's another story bit and piece. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them a person of interest in the Tinsdale bombing, that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility for the attack, it is widely believed that widely believed by authorities to be the work of the insurrection group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater. I'm going to have to keep colors. I'm going to have to... Oh, God, I'm going to be having remembering a rainbow of names, too. I should write more things down, but I don't know if it's important. Ruffington Press, the goodest boy of dogs, was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released on Friday, maintaining the popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that the publishing house has defended a rogue employee. 3 years ago, an associate editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy though the charges were later dropped. Okay. This isn't just a, hey, find the last room in my house and you own everything. This is delving deep into espionage territory and like maybe some spy thriller shit. Okay. Ooh. There's the mysteries on top of the mysteries on top of the mysteries. I love it. Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marian Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner, Ruffington Press, the goodest of boys. Oh, absolutely. The world building in this has just as many layers. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold had passed reference to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the third prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Okay, so, like, maybe everyone wasn't so happy that the press backed that one guy. And everyone was like, you know what, if this is your stance, we're bowing out. Which makes sense. These are pictures I haven't seen anyone of. So that's Manning and White at the press function. Yeah, okay. This weekend. Okay, was seen at the corner, suspicious bag under the waved down a local. This is the third major last year. It is anticipated, changed by the Crown. Manning was the last. The trial begins, expected to last up to the grand treason. Ooh. Okay. No trace is discovered of Cinca Heiress, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marian Marigold, was last seen by a close friend around 5:45 p.m. Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trisdale. Miss Jones never arrived home, and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned, but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point, and we are seeking information. So a couple things could have happened. One, she went into hiding, which is fingers crossed. Two, she was whisked away by co-conspirators/conspirators for some reason. Or three, the police detained her without other people wanting to be seen. So there's a couple of reasons why you're gone. But I will say this does make sense on why I, the character, am the only person with the sole heir as the sole heir of this estate, because maybe all the other heirs to this fortune mansion aren't around anymore for reasons. Interesting. September 2nd, Reddington Herald. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic Royal Museum heist. You mean the Louvre? No. Thieves in the royal capital of Fen Aires have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for the use of aristocracy, say that right, and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside noble circles, at least not until today, as local police and forensic experts of the mid to late 80s, so whatever that means, forensics has been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds, dredging for clues. So now I'm thinking the antechamber or something in the antechamber has fucking a fortune. The museum authorities said they were alerted in the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time the militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although the official registry of the lost jewels has not been publicly announced, among the treasured artifacts rumored to have been stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orinda Aries, the priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If these rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the thief was particularly politically motivated, which then answers why it's all connected into this little scrapbook here. Fascinating. Superbly fascinating. Okay. Alright, let's go into this room first. Never mind. Let's go into this room first. There we go. So now we have nothing. Boiler room gets us to a dead end. It gets us to the antechamber, but it gets us still to a dead end. The furnace is also a dead end. So I guess I'm going to choose the archived floor plan that's not shown here. And now half my stuff is gone, which is fine. At this point, that's okay. We got boiler room stuff going on, weights and things. There's the antechamber. Can't open that. Oh, wait a minute. We've made it to, or past, the 7th, or 6th or 7th, or whatever. The dining room should have a meal ready for me. Which, you know, might as well go and eat. Oh, actually, fair point. We only have a couple steps. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we can still make it. We can make it. Okay, so now, we didn't learn puzzle things, but we did learn lore. Oh, right, this is a free room, so there we go on that. Nom, 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 nom. Ooh, it's in a pizza. Mushroom sauce. Well, I'm going to say pepperoni, but that's also sausage. Maybe some bacon. That looks like basil right there. Wood, fire, pizza. Summer truffle sauce smothered in fontina cheese, wild mushrooms, and sliced salami. I was close. Cooked to perfection with just the right amount of char. 20 steps plus an additional 10 if you have furnace in your house. So, wait, are there specific... Oh, you didn't finish it. That's a personal... I could have honestly eaten that entire pizza. I'll be very honest. And that's locked as well. No, even though we have nowhere else to go. Because we have... Oh, well, no. We have the entrance hall. Can we make it to the entrance hall with some steps to go? I think we can. Okay, so we've learned quite a bit on this run. Not only have we got the magnifying glass for something outside, or for the code for the thing on the outside, we got lore as well. Losing 2 steps. Ick. Back into here. We might be cutting it close. But yeah, no, we got lore. We got puzzle things. We did good this day. Yep, down, pantry. Alright, we still have a couple. Oh, learning is very important. See, that's what works with the roguelite elements here. The every single day is something new. You don't know always what it entails for something later, but everything you learn has its place as you move forward. That's what I think is very strong with the puzzle roguelike elements. That combination works really well. But I totally can see the late to end game being the problem for things. But nevertheless, okay, we have the billiards room. We have the locksmith. Call a locksmith. Ooh, which we can buy keys for. And the billiard room, or just an archived floor plan. You know what? For this one, I'm going to take the archived floor plan. There we go. Ooh, here's a spiral staircase. Alright, double check. We'll look around here and see what we can get. Is the book open? No, it's a completely blank book, sure. Wedding dress. Ooh, hello. Additional reading. The House Directory is a great resource for information. If you wish to read more about the specific rooms in your house, press R to pull up the directory. Oh. That's Okay, well, there's our lexicon for finding out. No, okay, I did not see that. Oh, and you know what? That would make... Okay, you're right, because I went into the menus to change audio and, like, you know, scaling and stuff. I did briefly just open up the controls menu for, like, mouse sensitivity. Didn't see that at all. Alright, beautiful. Okay, good to know. What is this? Book request form. Book and periodicals requested with this form will be pulled and available the next time you draft the library. Ooh, so multiple books for things. Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. Andrew Dales. Swimbird. A from Marigold. The Fixed Stars. Writ History of Orindia. Ooh, EPC Pump System User Manual. And Drafting Strategically, an Architectural Digest, Volume 5. Ooh, these last ones seem good. I mean, all of this is going to be important. So I'm going to take the drafting strategy. Yes. Simon P. Jones. That's my name. Okay. Ooh. There's some fine print there I'm going to look at. But next time we get the library, we're going to see drafting strategy. So that'll hopefully help us further on. The above is responsible for all materials checked in using form and... okay, so this is just the fine print. Fine print. Alright, so we can't go up there. Can I go into here? Yes, I can. Alright. We've got records here. Oh, temporal records. How long I've streamed, how many days I've done, the longest day, and the average day. Resources recorded, steps taken, okay. Total of stars, 1. Draft records. Is this good? It's good information. Puzzles recorded, how many times I've done the specific puzzles. Okay. Good to know. Keep an eye. More stuff. More things. Empty there. What's this? Ooh, scrapbook. Oh, is this of all the information that I have gathered? Name, nephew, provisional heir. Okay, so... Ooh. My favorite plans. The Den. Can't seem to ever pass it up. Well, I mean, it's just easy. It's an easy room. Most paid for. Archives. Contraptions I've made. Oh, right, because of the woodworking room or whatnot. Okay, receipts. The largest purchase was the sledgehammer for 8 gold. Yep, and then we got some tickets here. We got room of there. Maybe our day. Most avoided floor plans. No. Well, okay, I can kind of see why. Some paper clips here for more things. Okay, so if I need to know some certain information or have found something, well, no. Well, that's only for light information. The heavy information of certain things might be somewhere else. Well, it's good to know that there is this kind of information in the library, along with the book. Alright, so note to self, next time we get the library, definitely use it. Alright, couple more steps to go. Let's see here. We got commissary. Let's go to... Ooh, do I want to do items for sale? Could do the coat check. The inventory. Coat check would completely lock me out of going exploring more. Let's go to the archive. Let's just pick something. Ah, beautiful. Dead end nonetheless. Dice. And a gem. No keys, unfortunately. But, honestly, a good day. So what, we've got 7 more runs in us? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. We got a couple more steps. Let's go unlock that gate. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. This is good. I am enjoying this. Both as a puzzle game and a roguelite game. This has got the stuff I am enjoying. We will see if that continues. Alright, so, you. Come here. Wrote that down. So, 11 to 6. Nope, wrong way. 1, 2, 2, 6. No, 2, 8. Hey. Opened. Says me. Apple Orchard has been permanently unlocked and added to your campsite. Starting tomorrow, you will start each new day with extra 20 steps. Ooh, very nice. Oh, and thank you for the offer, but yeah, I don't do bits here. But thank you for saying that. You would. Alright. More stuff. We got a little sundial. Oh, that might be some. Every little thing in this game makes me think it's going to be something. Alright. Gardener's Logbook. April 10th, 1992. Ooh. We are in the 90s, early 90s here. When I first came on the estate to the capacity of the new groundskeeper, I was a little dismayed to find that my predecessor had kept no notes, no logbook, and no record of any kind regarding the various gardens and green rooms of the house under his care. As a result of his improvidence, yeah, I guess that's the word. In the first few months of my post, I suffered a number of embarrassing professional blunders that I believe could have been avoided with even a few scraps of imparting wisdom from, oh god, I'm burping now, from the previous groundsman. To that end, I will make an effort to make some records of my dealings in the estate in as much as I pertains to horticulture and general tomfoolery. Okay. Among my many commissioned duties, I have been tasked with the conservation and oversight of Mount Holly's alluring grounds. You've done a fantastic job, honestly. My domain stretches from gate to gate and encompasses the Apple Orchard, Entrance Drive, and East Yard. Fortunately for my workload, the maintenance of the West Grounds has not been a priority since Lady Epson's death and the assuring closure of the West Wing. Okay, so we do now also know that there is a garden area in the west side of things. Nevertheless, I take some pride in my work, so I still endeavor to brush the West Path weekly, even if none but myself take notice. In addition to maintaining the grounds, there are 8 green rooms within the house that require some level of upkeep and light groundskeeping. The majority of these, I discover, are only draftable on the perimeter of the house along the east and west wings. So we've got information. Okay. The terrace, patio, veranda, morning room, green room, and secret garden all fall within this category. So any green room can be drafted on the edges. Got it. Oh god. One of the first tasks I undertook as groundskeeper was to conduct a survey of the various plots of soil underneath each slot on both the east and west wing of the house. And oh god. Jesus fucking Christ. And while I would have preferred a full survey of all 45 plots in the house, it was clear that the inconveniences such an undertaking, would produce, basically it would be worth the extra dates, especially considering the rooms that would benefit from the survey only appear in the wings. To quantify soil quality, I measured the soil's capacity to support crop growth and maximize the promise of high yields. The survey ended up taking 2 weeks due to some difficulty reaching the higher ranks, but the project was well worth the effort. I suspected the room's position had a direct relationship to the amount of fruit spread from the garden and the amount of flowers that can bloom in the greenhouse. Okay. So, it's a good thing I have graph paper on this pad with this goddamn booklet. Okay. So these are the survey results. I will need to write this I'm going to write this down on my booklet. I will say, minor thing for, I get why you'd want to write this stuff down, but I would not be opposed to a little, little memory box thing of writing things, just so you can have, an in-game reference to, hey, you opened up this, you found this note, so therefore you can go back on your, screen clips. Yeah, I would say, a screen clip of something. But, good to know. We'll get back to that in a second. A few years ago, the Baron made the long overdue decision to switch from gas lighting to electric power. The installation of the new system was a substantial undertaking, as almost every room in the house had to be equipped with new fixtures and wiring. That does sound like a problem. Thankfully, those renovations did not extend beyond the mansion's interior, and all the lamps and equipment used outside of the house are still connected and powered by gas line, including, but not limited to, the orchard's smudge pots. Whatever a smudge pot is. The smudge pots found among the apple trees here in the orchard are a critical necessity thanks to the cold temperatures and high altitude of the estate. These gas-burning stack heaters, that's what a smudge pot is, prevent frost and should be kept on during the winter months to ensure a daily yield of apples. When the smudge pots are not in use, the orchard's gas line should be turned off to conserve resources for the estate's other gas-powered machineries and appliances. Alright, hold up a second. We'll be back. I saw the next thing. Where? Here. Well then. That's something. Hopefully that doesn't fuck around with my getting apples, but I doubt it will. More layers. You are absolutely right. Alright. After a few months of idleness, I finally have a new cause to champion, and I have submitted a request for a change of scenery. Specifically, I would like to replace the statue of Orinda, currently in the cloister, with the much more appropriate angel, Ryan. After all, as beautiful as the statue is, shouldn't the greenery in Mount Holly be governed by the patron of gardening? Though amused, I do not think Anne took the request too seriously, though she did humor me and listen to me rave and pontificate on the subject for the better part of a lunch yesterday. She wonders why I avoid tending the cloister. Truth be told, I had forgotten how to access the inner garth and am too scared of chastisement to probe for the particulars for the third time. My best rendition, pretty good considering I have only seen Ryan's depiction in the chapel. Okay, you know what? I'm writing this I'm writing down. So, Rins. Gardening. Because we know, or at least we assume, from being in the chapel and seeing all those stained glasses and having them numbered, that this is gonna matter. So that we're at least writing down. Okay. Jesus. Fucking wept. Alright, I've only got a couple more steps in me. We're going to that flame spot. If we can. Oh, that's another... Okay, I think we're probably gonna burn out. We will see. Oh, yep. You have used all your steps and must now call it a day. You have pushed yourself to the very edge of exhaustion and must now return to your campsite to get some rest. You can continue your search tomorrow, however, the house might be a little different. Well, that's an outdoor thing that'll keep, so that's fine. Damn. Oh yeah, we have a red villa, because there's 5 red rooms, which is a bad thing. Or maybe a bad thing. Very cool. Well, I'll be very honest. I think that is probably a good place to end today. I mean, let's hope save and quit means I go to the main menu here. Because sometimes saving and quitting means the game closes. But I think we're okay. We're okay. Right. That was almost 3.5 hours of well, not light puzzling, but there's many things we've learned here today. I'm really... Very nice reference. I want to paint it black. Yeah, no, that's good. This is so far a good game. I can see where the foibles can come in. We are definitely continuing this, obviously. More tomorrow. I was planning on doing a different thing, but no, we're going to play this more tomorrow. Otherwise, yeah, this I can see being a pretty big game. I completely see why people love this. I do really like this. Do I love it? We'll see. But as a first couple hours here, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty damn good.